Alright, so I did a few runs on Dark Starlord. This is the team that I'm running currently. My team 3 is a direct buff to my previous team. My previous team scores around 4 million, 4.5 at most. Instead of Liam, I was running Abigail. So this time around, I'm running Liam plus Tang Xuan. Now Tang Xuan over Tevor is because Dark Starlord has 3 enemies, especially when you have him at R2. He can perform the assist, which could give you a very crazy score. With Dark Starlord, we're not going to focus on the overall score because Team 2 is the biggest RNG to ever exist in a gacha game, not just DISLYTE. It's the biggest RNG in gacha gaming history because Team 2's score range is between 5 million to 10 million, okay? So keep that in mind. So we're not going to take a look at the overall score, we're just going to take a look at Team 3's score. I am trying out Sachiko over here. She's okay in Team 2. I was running Alice before, but since I'm running Sachiko, it's a little bit safer to run because she does provide the shield, which is quite huge as well, 25% of her max HP. Liam is on the fast set. He's on crit damage, defense, and speed, Stone Vein set. And he does quite a bit of damage himself, being like very fast and not opted to like full DPS build, but he still does good damage. I'm running him as lead because I want my units to survive. I'm running Elaine for the buff block, and if you guys notice already, my team 3 does not have an attack buff, and that's because if you're running Liam in a team that mainly focuses on one unit, not running an attack buff is not too detrimental because, as I mentioned before, Liam's buff stacks with attack buff additively, not multiplicatively. Team 1, there is a RNG team 1 that can get to 3 million, but it's a little bit risky because sometimes I don't reduce the boss's stacks to 0, so I'm just gonna run a safe Team 1. Okay, yeah, take a look at the Team 3's damage. This is the first run, and Liam himself does pretty good damage despite being like very fast and not built like a full DPS. So this total Team 3 damage is around 4 million. I think I got very bad RNG. And then you'll see sometimes it can go up to like maximum of 5.5 million, which is pretty crazy. But if you want to break through like maybe 6 million, you're gonna need a Xuan pin, like a unit that can provide a miss rate down, because if you're pushing like 4 million plus, the boss starts to one-shot you if you don't have the miss rate down debuff. So this time around we got a 4.3 million, and okay, yeah, 14.7, not too bad. Okay, this time around, look at that, Tang Xuan did 3.1 million. And there we go, we got 5.3 million this time around. You can also run him with Embla, run Liam with Embla, but again, the Team 2, the RNG is mostly just the boss not critting you once. If he crits on you once, you just instantly die from that. So you might as well run Liam on a team that can guarantee boost your score. Okay, this time 4.1 million. Alright, I got a pretty insane score right here for Team 3. That's about 5.4 million damage. Also, by the way, there's something wrong with Sachiko in Dark Starlord. She sometimes uses her S1 on the side minions instead of the boss itself. So it might be problematic because when she uses her S1 onto the side guys, Embla, if you have it on relief set, will then proc the relief set on the side guys instead of the main boss. So yeah, as you can see, she went again for the side guy for whatever reason, I don't know why. Yeah, this time around my Team 2 only scored about 6 million, 6 to 7 million. Definitely could get better because the RNG, like I said, it's between 5 to 10 million. Okay, now we're at the Team 3. You'll see that Tang Xuan does pretty good damage on his S1 pursuit. When the boss has defense break and seer debuff, he does about 140,000, which is kind of crazy. And also, yeah, 190, 109k damage. I don't have a healer except for Liam himself, but it's good enough that it can get to 5 million without anyone dying. Sometimes Tang Xuan dies, but like I said, once you get to 4 million plus, if the boss crits on you, he just one-shots you. Which is why you need like units like Xuan Pin to apply the miss rate up. Otherwise, breaking 5 million is going to be very difficult. There we go, he's now doing 136,000 damage on his S1. The good thing about Liam is that when you run him with a very slow DPS, the only unit that is taking the turns is Liam himself. So the other unit is not eating up at your turn count. Also, the buff retains longer on your other DPS, the DPS that he's paired up with. Yeah, there you go. So no one of my units died because I'm running the defense elite. Sometimes Tang Xuan can die if he gets hard focus, but most of the time he will survive. I'll show you the Tevor team real quick. So this week I couldn't break my high score because, like I said, Team 2 RNG is very disgusting. Alright, I'm gonna show you the Tevor variation real quick. About the same as Tang Xuan, but it's slightly weaker because Tevor doesn't add much RNG to the team, whereas Tang Xuan, with the pursuits, he can get you 5 million plus, whereas Tevor, he is like somewhere between 4.5 to 5 million. Getting to 5.4 million is going to be very difficult with Tevor, especially in Dark Starlord, because Dark Starlord is not a single boss. So Tang Xuan is just slightly better than Tevor in that case. Same team, same lineup. So the Tevor team got about 4.6 million on the first try. Yeah, this time around 4.2 million. Yep, this time 4.6. It averages out at around 4.5 million with the Tevor team. Sometimes Tevor can crack 3.1 million, and this time around 3.1 million. So far, this is the highest that I get from the Tevor team, 4.8 million. Yeah, my high score with this team is around 15.8 million. Like I said, Team 2 is your determining factor whether you get lucky or not. It's the range is within 5 to 10 million. Overall, high score is 15.9, and it's running a very weird team. Yeah, this is the team that I ran with Anna, but it only scored about 4.2 to 4.3 million on the Team 3. Whereas right now, you can score to upwards of 5.4 million, right? My runes, Team 1, nothing's changed. Pretty much the standard team with all of the debuffs. You can run a very risky Team 1 that includes like no healers and just running Sienna instead, and you can get a 3 million score with that team, but it's even more RNG. And then this is Liam. This is just fast crit damage, defense and speed, so he can do a bit more damage and also heal more. Elaine with the Ocean set, you want her to be fast and also a DPS set as well. I do have her max skilled up for Forbiter as well. My White Twin is on the Ocean set. Tang Xuan is on Thunder set and counter. I didn't use the Relief set because this team does not have that many S1 spammer. Liam spams the S1, but it doesn't matter because whenever he S1, Tang Xuan is guaranteed to follow up with his S1. So the rest of the units don't really use their S1 as often. Red Twin is on the Harmony set, counter as well. And yeah, now this is the kind of RNG I'm talking about. Look at this. I swapped my Team 2 to Team 3's position just to take a look at the damage, right? My Team 3, or the Embla team, did 8 million damage. Yeah, let's take a look at the run. This is my new high score, and I'm gonna showcase the very RNG Team 1 team, and that's running Ana. I know, Ana in PvE, but yeah, it's running Ana with Sienna. So I have the uptime of speed buff longer than if I were to run Meredith, and no healers. It's good enough. Sometimes one of my units die, but the likelihood of Sienna or Anna or Hall dying is very low, because Hall is on the Hades set and my Sienna is quite tanky with the Divinate as well. And there we go. Now the boss has 13 stacks because my debuffers couldn't inflict enough debuff before the boss transforms. But we did manage to get 2.8 million on the Team 1, which means my Team 2 did... So my Team 2 actually did 5.8 million. Kind of crazy. This is the Tang Xuan team that I just showed you just now. But again, like I said, your score is going to heavily depend on your Embla team. Yeah, this is my Relics on Sienna. She's on the Ocean set. And Anna is also on the Ocean set. Kara is now on the Harmony set, and Hall is on the Nether set. This one is unchanged. Bayondina is still on the Astral set, and the rest of the team is unchanged. But yeah, that's about it. Ciao.